Hi folks, Stressed Out 72 here. I want to talk today about proper alignment for molds when you're hand sanding and you don't have the money for a program like SolidWorks and be able to buy a huge block of foam and take that to a special machining center so they can machine out your plug perfect side to side, front to back, up and down, all three axes of your mold. Now how do you do that when you're hand sanding? Well, as you see here, we have a new mold from a customer, and normally this plug would come in and it would still be in the Bondo somewhat primered stages, and it would have a 2-inch tube sticking out the top of this thing right up in this area, so, and going also through the back of the mold so that we could spin that thing 360 degrees around and be able to work on top, bottom, front, back, what have you. So this mold is already done, and I wanted to show you another mold that I'm working on. This is the plug of our Performance 103 Ultralight. Now, it's really hard to get this mold in all three axes. So how do you do that? Well, right now it's sitting on this stand right here, and from the ground up I know what my seat height is going to be, so at least that's correct. I've also put a chalk line through the center of this and also on the floor here so I can laser sight this mold. So let me just walk over here. Here's the front of it, and on the ground there you can see the chalk line. Now what I'm trying to do, and here's the laser, what I'm trying to do is get this centered in half so that I can have the right angle here for my mold in that plane. I'll go to the back side and shoot the laser this way, and then ultimately I'll know from side to side where that is. I also have marked from the floor up to a point on either side, so that I know, if I rotated it in this axis here, that it's going to be correct. The other thing too is I will know with the laser if this is going to be aligned straight on this fixture, so that I can kind of pretty much screw it down here, and it's going to stay while I'm working on the rest of the Bondo work, so that I can come to spraying it up and ultimately sand it to 600 grit before I actually lay up over the top of that surface to create my mold. So hopefully that has helped you understand alignment. Definitely get a laser and try to align your molds from left to right, front to back, top to bottom, taking all kinds of measurements as you go with a standard tape measure, and you'll pretty much never go wrong.